Hi everyone, welcome to Moyna Bass Fishes. I am Jim Moyna, the official boat washer of Moyna Bass Fishes operations. All right, in this video we're going to talk about the third day of practice here at the 2025 Bassmaster Open on Kentucky Lake. It's been a tough practice. The first day I caught 0 keepers, second day I caught 6 keepers, and yesterday I caught 4 keepers, and I think I lost 1 or 2 that I never saw. So whether they were keepers or not, or even whether or not they were actual bass, who knows, because I have caught like some big giant herring looking things. I've also caught some sheep's head, no catfish though. So anyways, so it's been kind of tough. Tomorrow I'm going to go out, and I guess my expectations are going to be, I don't know. I mean, and here's part of the problem is some of those keeper bites are coming after tournament hours. So like, for example, tomorrow, well, for everyday competition, the first wave of anglers are doing at 2:15. So I'm catching some of my fish after that. So I don't know if that, so that's telling me if there's more, I'm more inclined to think that maybe there's a slightly better afternoon bite, but we're not getting much of the afternoon bite just because they're starting the tournament at 6:15, which is not, I mean, I think official sunsets maybe, or sunrise is maybe 6:20. So, and that's how Bassmaster does it. I mean, that's a whole nother topic. I'd like to see tournaments start like at 8 or 9 o'clock in the morning instead of 6:15 and fish till later in the afternoon. But anyways, that's the way she goes. So yeah, so the third day of practice was kind of a challenge because first of all, I wasn't even sure if I wanted to go because the forecasts were calling for big winds, possible severe weather. And so I wasn't even sure if I wanted to go or what I wanted to do. But I'm like, you know what? I'm going. So I went. And like I said, I learned, which was nice. I learned, I kind of just refined the pattern I was fishing a little bit better, so I got a better idea what to expect, but there's still some uncertainties to it. I'm really, I can't explain why I'm catching some fish in some places, and which I don't like that. There are some fish I'm catching where I'm like, hey, this makes sense why this fish is here, and then I have made some catches on similar spots that are set up that way, but then I've had a few that are just like, why did I just catch this 3-pounder right here? It's like, this makes no sense because I fish a ton of it, and now all of a sudden I catch a 3-pounder. But so I'm a little confused that way. But the plan is, I'll hit some of the stuff where I've caught some fish, but I'm also, hopefully I got enough time to run some new water that I haven't fished yet, but looks good according to what I've known so far. That'd be good to expand out a little bit like that. So yeah, it's going to be tough. I mean, like I said yesterday, back to yesterday's weather. So we did have a good blow going right away in the morning when I put in. But I did run to some areas that were, more protected. And so I was exposed at times, but other times I was more protected. So it was kind of a challenge, but not overly challenging. But there were certain parts of the lake you just weren't fishing, period. So it did limit that way. But I selected areas where I could at least be somewhat guarded by the wind, maybe not totally, but somewhat. And then it rained, so then eventually, like mid-afternoon, the wind kind of started to slack. I mean, it wasn't slack, but it wasn't quite so fierce. But then the rain came. So then, you know, and the whole time I'm thinking, gosh, do I want to just pull out before the rain comes or not? And I'm like, what? I'm sponsored by Blackfish. They make rain gear. I have the rain gear with me. Why, why, why would I not keep fishing? Because I'm prepared to fish in the rain with the Blackfish gear that I have. So anyhow, so I'm like, you know, I'm just going to fish in the rain. I don't care. This is what this is what I'm supposed to do. I mean, that's just what I do. Okay. So, so I fished all the way till dark, and literally by dark, or well, not till dark, but we're supposed to be in right at sundown, which is when I came in. Actually, the rule is you have to be back to your boat launch by 30 minutes after official sunset, and on a cloudless day, you know, it'd still be light, but because it was heavy overcast, it was, you know, I got back like 10 minutes after official sundown, so still within the acceptable time, but it was like nearly dark because of the heavy cloud cover. But anyhow, so made a full day of it, and it was, I don't know, it's what I got going. You know, looking forward to tomorrow. I would have to say, if I could bring in a limit, that's a win. I'm not most of my fish have been on the small, they have to be 15 inches, whether it's a largemouth or smallmouth. Most of the fish I'm catching are, most of the keepers I'm catching are, you know, in that 15 to 16 inch range. But there's been 3 outliers. 3 of the fish I've caught have been like 3 pounds or bigger out of the, you know, keepers I've caught in practice. But the rest are, you know, right in that 2 pound range or so. Because like a 15 incher out here is like about a 2 pounder. And so that's kind of what you're looking at. So if I bring in 5 fish that are all 15 to 16 inches, you're going to be looking at, you know, 10-ish type pounds. So that's the plan. It's cold right now. It's 41 degrees here, right about noon here on the cutoff. Today, we're not allowed to fish today. Today's the registration and so forth. So, so today's the day where you just sit back, get your stuff ready, go to registration, do any promotional work for Bridger that might be set up. So in fact, that's where I'm going now. So all right, that's all I got to say here on the regarding practice. It was a tough practice. This is going to be a tough tournament. I'm a little concerned. I'm concerned about not getting the limit, and that's a real freaking possibility. So that's a real possibility. We'll see. We'll just see. Water temperatures are pushing about 50. I got a feeling tomorrow it's going to get cold tonight, so it won't even be 50 tomorrow. It'll be less than 50. But yeah, so I'll be catching a mix of smallmouth and largemouth. Hopefully, if I get 5 bites, that's good. Hopefully they all get in the boat. If I get 6 or 7 bites, that's even better, obviously. All right, over and out.